All right, Anthony, thank you. Now to a murder mystery that's actually fiction.
Clue, based off the beloved board game, now playing at the Alley Theater for their Summer Chill series. I love the music.
Yes.
Right? Joining us this morning to tell us all about it, actor Dylan Godwin, who plays the ever-trusty butler Wadsworth. Good morning to you. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Dylan?
Yes.
Yes, I can. All right. Okay. So, for those who may not know, can you tell us what Clue is all about? I mean, we grew up with the board game. We know.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, at the front of the script it says a play based on a movie based on a board game.
Right.
So it's kind of like a third iteration,
Yes.
but it's everything that you expect from the board game and then the classic movie from the 80s with Tim Curry and Madeline Kahn, Eileen Brennan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Memories, I know.
I know, it's a great
We're really
movie.
old, Andy. We can go way back
We're
to
dating
it.
ourselves this morning.
But Dylan, tell us about your character in particular, Wadsworth. Is it safe to turn your back to him?
Of course. Turn your back to him all you want. Yeah,
Okay.
we love that. He is kind of the MC of the night, the conduit between the actors and the audience members. You know, like in theater, we always say never break the fourth wall, never look out at the audience, acknowledge that they're there. Well, that rule does not apply in Clue. It's kind of a fun evening, and Wadsworth is kind of the dude that bridges the gap between what the audience is taking in and what the actors are doing on stage.
Yeah, it keeps the audience engaged and interested.
Yeah.
Okay, so without giving anything away, what's your favorite line of dialogue?
My favorite line of dialogue. There's a moment at the beginning where Mrs. White says, he had threatened to kill me in public. And then someone says, why would he want to kill you in public? And then I say, I think she meant he had threatened in public to kill her. Just like silliness,
Oh,
you know?
yeah. A lot of good little. Can you imagine all the nuggets in there? That's just so entertaining. Yeah. Dylan, what do you think is going to surprise folks most about this show?
Well, you know, we've assembled an amazing design team to pull the show together, and you kind of see a little bit of it behind me right now, but I think the audience is really going to be surprised at the way the story unfolds in front of them using the design elements. There's a turntable on stage. There's some really surprising things about the way the story just kind of falls into the audience's lap. And I think people will also be surprised as to how much of the movie there is, but also the fact that even if you haven't seen the movie or played the board game before, you'll find something for you that will tickle you or entertain you or surprise you as well.
Yeah. What do you love most about being part of this production?
You know, we are so fortunate at the Alley to have our resident acting company, and I love shows where we get to work within that vocabulary of the people that we work with all the time. And this is a very fast-paced, sort of a sprint. If you saw how much I was sweating at the end of the night, you might say it's a swim. But the way that we kind of get to play off of each other, and because it's sort of a high-stakes comedy, it's going to be sort of subtly different every night. You know, we give the audience what the audience is giving us. Yeah. So it's just fun to enter into that circle of trust with the same actors every evening and know that we're going to give something to the audience that's different from what the night before probably saw.
That's incredible. It makes it really unique, right? Unique experience. We're watching some of the B-roll as you speak with us this morning, Dylan. What was the rehearsal process like for Clue? How involved was that?
It was really involved.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because it's a 90-minute show with no intermission. It goes straight through.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, you would think like, oh, that'll be easy. I'll be home on my couch by 9 o'clock. But however, it's a lot of running. It's a lot of laughing. It just, once it starts, it's like that feeling when you're on a roller coaster, the bar comes down on your lap and you're like, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm here until it's over. And fortunately, most of the time it's all good and all fun, but it is a real sprint for the actors. And I think for the audience, that makes a really enjoyable kind of fun, kinetic evening.
Yeah, and that leads me to my next question. What is the takeaway for the audience? I mean, you're giving something to them at the end of the night. So what is that?
You know, I think the takeaway is that sometimes you can come to the theater just to have a really great time, and to, regardless of what's going on at work, regardless of what's going on at home, regardless of what's going on in the world, it is sometimes nice to come into a room with 700 other people, the lights go down, and for 90 minutes, you're all focused on what's going on in front of you. And that experience is about just having a good time, laughing as a community, and enjoying yourself.
That is so needed right now. That is so
Totally.
the understatement of the morning, but what an escape we all need. Dylan, a question for you on a personal note. What kind of spurred you to go into acting? What was that motivation to get into the acting biz?
Oh my gosh. I've been doing this since I was like 7.
Oh, wow.
And I come from a really tiny little town in Northeast Texas that happened to have a really strong community theater.
Oh.
And I think one summer after my parents just got done dealing with me, they were like, just go over here for a while. And I landed there, and I kind of never looked back. Like, there's something about telling a story and sharing it with an audience that hooked me from the beginning, and it's always been what I've come back to. And it's something that I just really, really, really love. I have family that's in town right now. My uncle Jim came over last night, and he was like, it's just so interesting that you get to do something that you truly love, and you get to have that interplay with the people that you're doing it for every day. So it's like that. I wouldn't trade that for the world. It's like an instant gratification thing every night when you see an audience smiling at you or crying with you or being absolutely aghast at something that you've just done. It's addicting.
Well, we have really enjoyed our chat with you this morning. Dylan Godwin, actor who plays Wadsworth in Clue. Much success to you and the rest of the cast.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dylan. Can't wait to check it out. And if you want to see it as well, you can check it out now through Sunday, August 28th. Cue the music.
Here's the music.
There it is. Tickets are available starting just $22 during the week. Head on over to alleytheater.org for more information. We're back after this.